Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new video of Tokyo Ghoul Rebirth. Now in today's episode, what we're here to do is I want to go ahead and cover the war over here on Global. I am getting to it a bit late because I was trying to solve my audio issues, and guess what? I found out that the issue I was having my clipping audio was not caused by my microphone. And so the XLR cord I ordered had no purpose aside from making the setup better. So I mean, it improves it, but it's unfortunate. The issue was the Bluetooth headset. Apparently having these connected and on makes the audio begin to clip because it treats this as a default device even when it's not the default device as a microphone. It's really shitty, and I'm probably going to end up trying to figure it out tonight, but I really wanted to try and get this coverage done because I did just come back from I had a college test today. It wasn't an exam, it was a test type thing where I had to find out, hey, can you skip this first English class? And I did, so I don't have English this semester, luckily. And I'm kind of in a pretty good mindset, pretty good state. I'm going to karaoke in roughly about an hour and a half or so I wanted to go ahead and cover this real quick. So first and foremost, we go to the bottom here, and we begin to cover this from the bottom. So, Territory Battle 5 is in progress, and the reward is the Ritoka we discussed previously inside other videos. This Ritoka is absolutely incredible, and it is definitely worth it to try and at least get to 20 million points to get 2 dupes of her on the global war. Mid-war rewards, wow, you get distribution based on the pre-nominate. Okay, so if you try and rank inside Strike, it seems, on Tuesday you'll get the items off of it. And on Strike there actually is a drop of a Tsukiyama Christmas, so it is going to be something worth like putting Haka into, or worth putting your souls into in this circumstance. We also have the Mysterious Clowns, which are here. Both sides unite to take them down. Clowns appeared in each war in a set time. You should probably kill them. Basically, do the most DPS possible, and you get the chance to get some good coins back. Also, you get special tickets off of getting certain damage amounts. I believe it goes up to 50 million, but I got an SSR ticket off of like 20 million or so it's definitely worth trying to invest and do that as much as possible. We also have the special character reward. Toka, the person of which serves coffee, tea, sweets, and alcohol at 11 a.m. Truly beautiful. So we have the cafe poster girl. I don't know if I would call Toka a poster girl myself. Granted, I usually reserve that for like models. Tsukiyama is a poster girl. However, without the U, she has health 5,700, attack 320, defense 520, 12 AP, and she gains quite a bit of AP on her tree. At 9 out of 10, she actually gains 2 more, so it actually is worth it to get her up to that tier, and 5 durability. With a unique skill of damage cut A, reducing incoming damage by 15%. Honestly, not that important, and primarily what you are going for is 80% to get her skill upgraded. We have the attack plus 200, which actually is helpful. That goes up to 520. Not a lot of attack, but her field presence is based on other things. Plus 300 defense, which puts her up to 820 defense. Plus 2,000 HP, which puts her up to 7,700 HP. And heal all allies, increase the healing of all allies by 15%, which does stack with other characters, so it definitely is worth it to do. Wait. That may be false. I don't know if that affects the healing of all allies on your squad. It sounds like it should, but I can't guarantee it. Sorry about that. It sounded accurate in my head until after I said it. We also have Sorry to Keep You Waiting. Increases the AP of the front row allies by 2 until a break for 1 turn. Restores the HP of front row allies by 20% and cures all status ailments. Now, this is actually very important for what we're going into soon. We have very few supports inside JP, of which have words. We have very few green supports, so she actually is very helpful for being a status ailment cure and a healer. But the main thing I use her for on JP right now is the increase of AP to front row allies until a break for 1 turn. So once you use your swipe up on her, it's plus 2 AP, and then once you get a break, it does reset your entire thing. But that plus 2 AP can easily get you another skill charge and gives a pretty decent amount of field presence to her. We also have her model here, of which is... It's nice. There's not much to say about it. She's very lackluster in terms of this. Like, she's beautiful, obviously. She's a wife. But there's not a heck of a lot. There's no reaction, unfortunately, but it is pretty good. I also have, oh, you can do dispatching and incidents and raids. Clowns will appear to strike forces. When you get clown coins, you can buy a Christmas Kaneki and a Christmas Hinami, which is quite nice. The Halloween characters are still inside there, so definitely worth it to pick up one copy of each of these and one copy of each of the Halloween characters because they are going to be going away sometime soon. Strike is also here, of which will give you a Tsukiyama, which is quite nice, and we have the Boosted Man Kotaro Amon, dual-bladed solo fighter. We'll be looking at him later on as well, so looking forward to it. And that was our war. Pretty... It's definitely a very generic war, and our rewards currently are up to 100 million. I'm currently at 4 million because I've been kind of doing my grinding just kind of on the side. I'm not really trying to go hard on global, but I want to get to 20 million by the end of the war. So I figured I'd push it up when I was having my free time between invoke dispatches. But you do get a reward off of 10 million points here, and you do get another reward off of 20 million. So it's definitely worth it to at least go for those two dupes. Beyond that, everything else is just rewards of friend points, Haka, SSR tickets, and so on. This war is a lot. Straight up, just putting out there, the idea of grinding both this war and JP fills me with a despair that I could not put away. So I decided to shaft global for this season and just focus on JP for right now because I do care about that version more. And let's go ahead and keep on going into the details. So we have the special outbreak occurring. So alongside the Rize Eradication quest, which we had last season, which I got not one copy of, by the way, on global. Thanks, dispatching. We also have the outbreak of the ultimate challenge, Centipede Eradication quest. So I kind of like suppression better, but eradication also sounds pretty cool. And what this is Kaneki turns in his half Kuja form, whose centipede, or whose Kagune is like a centipede, stands in your way. Succeed in eradicating him and you may obtain some rare weapon mods. Walk through hints. In higher levels, he ends up curing the status ailments inflicted right away. Actually gives you some tips as to how to beat him. That's really nice, actually. Makes me happy. Neat. But yeah. So his fight, honestly, isn't too bad. If you do have a premium Heisei, he is going to be fairly easy. We'll try to dispatch for him later on to see if we can get a copy of him. I did a video when he first came out on JP about trying to beat his quests, and I think I can cover it far better over there, but we'll do our best for right now. He is quite difficult, but you can get enough DPS on him, and honestly, he doesn't hit that hard, so it's something. Go ahead and scroll down here. We also have the Christmas present quest. So the S-rank quests, which were on JP, also came to global at the same time, which is very interesting. I don't know if I could actually beat it myself because I don't have enough type coverage. Unless I pull that Amon, then I'll have a character every single typing that I can cover decent things with. Owl for red, Mootski for blue. That's pretty shitty blue, actually. Dark half Kuja Kaneki. Light can be Toru or FES Toka. And you know light, it's always premium Heisei. Or fucking green is always Amon. Sorry. I am out of it right now. Today has been a lot. Today has been a very, very long day. And I am not used to writing essays, so having to write 2 of them in a row definitely is not something I'm good at. So, sorry about this. My brain is farting all over this. Speaking of farting, hey Juzo. It's a featured summon, all about the premium Juzo, which you get as a filler on almost every single banner. So don't pull, man. He's an attack buffer. He can do decent things. He has like, he has 595 attack, and he gets a boost of 300. He can do damage at 800 attack, I guess. I'm just not a huge fan of him. I haven't found a use for him, and he's only a single target debuff, which isn't as helpful as some of the other units that are inside the game currently. 1.5 times the attack of front row allies also, it's all right, but typically even FES Toka at 0% can do better than that. So Yeah. We also have the Break Burst 100%, which you typically won't get a premium unit to in my experiences. If I go ahead and back out right now, we will scroll down. So we have the Christmas Dispatch Summon, of which has the fancy old Eto, Kaneki, and Roma. Kaneki being the one from Re-Season 2. Obviously, you know me. Eto, a present just for you, is one of the most beautiful dispatching characters inside this game currently. I love her. I'm not going to pull on Global for her, unfortunately, but she is stellar. We also have a very merry clown mess, which is cute. And yeah, they're very basic. You know, Kaneki, he's Santa's little helper. He's helping out Amon deliver those presents, so. And finally, we have the Rebirth Festival, which I've been hyping up for so long that's probably going to be real fun. So Kotaro Amon dual-bladed solo fighter has been dropped on Tokyo Ghoul Rebirth. Now, he is among the strongest units currently inside the game because he is not only a tank, he also does insane DPS. He's an awakened unit, so you only need one copy of him. And he has no eyes. You can't go better than that. You can't do better than that shit, dude. There's also a filler of every single FES character which has come out so far on it. So Rize, Hakuja Kaneki, Yamori, Juzo, Mado, Akira, Toka, Kaneki, and Arima. We have the normal steps here, of which on the final step we do have the Amon at 50%, so it's not guaranteed. However, at 50 or at step 5, you do get a festival character guaranteed as well. For the first banners on Rebirth, they actually didn't guarantee a festival character inside the 5th step, so it's nice to see that they're actually continuing it from here on out. We also have this beautiful boy, of which they decided to cut off his art on the left side with a very harsh line. Why? There's no reason to cut it off there when you have the rest of the... Sure, you do you. Not only does he inflict large damage on front row enemies and reduce their durability, he also increases his own block rate by raising his mastery level. Furthermore, when awakened, he can awaken the enemy's attack and make even larger damage to one enemy. Now, typically, I don't use this Amon as a non-awakened character. His AoE slam does a decent break, but typically you want his single target attack debuff and insane DPS. That's kind of his main thing. So with 10,250 HP, 950 attack, 540 defense, 6 AP, and 12 durability, with a unique skill at 100% of plus 4 AP. Super helpful. However, it's difficult to get the dupes of FES Amon because he's so rare inside these dispatches, or inside these summons, and also he's an awakening character, so you actually don't need to pull for his unique skill. So while the plus 4 AP is super helpful, you probably won't get it from my experiences with this Amon, but he really doesn't need it. He actually gets his skill charge within 4 or 5 hits even. He also gets a plus 600 attack, which is on top of that 950 he already has. He has the plus 100 defense, which, you know, 640 defense ain't nothing to laugh at. 3,000 HP, which goes up to 13,000. And block rate 30%, which is a flat chance to always... It's a dice roll of 70-30 on whether you're actually going to get hit or not. And you can stack that with Mutsuki's buff of defense, so I can go up to 60% block every single turn. He synergizes really well on a team with Hakuja Kaneki, though Hakuja Kaneki is far more squishy than he is. This boy can survive even the worst of things. So we have I Won't Stop Until I've Avenged You at level 5, which is increase your block rate by 20% for 2 turns. Deals attack times 1.4 to front row enemies times 7, and reduce your ability by 3. I actually didn't know he had the block rate on that. That is interesting. I never actually use it, but that is... If you use his skill and you aren't awakened, that means for 2 more turns you have 50% block rate and a half chance not take damage. That's not too bad. There's also I Can't Let It End Like This, which is activates awakening power, 1.75 times your own attack, 2 times the skill gauge fill rate for 5 turns. And we also have the I Can't End It Like This, or I Can't Let It End Like This, which is 0.8 times the attack of one enemy for 2 turns, attack times 1.6 times 8 hits, and 5 durability damage. Now, on paper, that doesn't sound as overwhelming as it is, but trust me, that awakening skill with the debuff, the insane damage, the skill charge, which lets you get like maybe 2 per turn, and just the insane amount of like support that he has inside this game, he is amazing. I will never stop talking about this man because he is the only character from before, okay, not the only character. He is one of the only festival characters which is actually relevant post-renewal. Arima was good, but he isn't great. Other examples, Jack and Kaneki got shafted completely. And a lot of the characters that did get changed, aside from this Amon and the blue wounded Kaneki, typically aren't endgame power creep. However, this Amon right now is future-proof for at least the moment, because he will not go away in his relevancy in the green category until they drop a new green unit on JP, which we haven't gotten a green Ghoul ever on Fest banners. So, he's good. Beautiful. I will be doing a pull on him in this video, just on the second step of his banner. I didn't really have the chance to grind out the materials, but I really wanted to get this video recorded before I head out in an hour and a half, so that'll be the plan. Voucher summon display issue. Oh shit, cool. And we have the birthday summons for both Arima and Kaneki. They are more worth it on the global server because that Kaneki is a Red Awakening unit, which is quite nice. Beyond Pain and Madness is also fucking awesome of a name. But at the same time, in the schedule of Fest banners that's supposed to be happening from here on out, we have Amon, Blue Wounded Kaneki, which is pretty much the same model as this one, and also Awakens, but he's blue. We have Ghoul Heisei, and then we have FES Shirazu. And FES Shirazu is an Awakening red unit, of which specializes in survivability, like Kotaro Amon, dual-bladed, and he's able to do insane DPS, and he awakens. He is absolutely stellar. So while these units are fantastic, in terms of Kanekis, I think the Blue Wounded Kaneki is still better, and honestly, they've dropped quite a few red units already on Rebirth, so I don't know if I would suggest pulling on these right now. Obviously, I need to keep on saying this because I want to reiterate this. If you like a character, it's always worth it to pull because your heart feels it. It's just, I weigh possibilities based on stats way more often than I want to, and it's all my fault because I like seeing big numbers. I like seeing Power Fantasy endgame. My favorite part of DBZ is Ultra Instinct. Isn't that sad? So, you know me. We are going to do our step 2 here on the Amon banner, and then likely we're going to try and pull our dispatches back and see how it goes. Right now, if you guys are going to end up pulling on Amon and have not done so yet, though I know quite a few people have, feel free to get your multi ready, because I'm going to go in. 3, 2, 1, go. I've actually found it really enjoyable recently that people do like that, syncing up summons with people watching the video. I find it's really fun for me even to have a video on and just be like, I want to pull with them. So, actually, I can do a thing. One sec. Oh no. With this hand and the vestiges of One for All, we do our pull. Ready? Go! Oh, SSR. Oh shit, it actually worked. Oh shit, it actually worked. That is genuinely surprising. Investigator. Global. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't fucking do... Okay. Oh! God. Oh, my stress levels went up by a large margin. If that was going to be Amon, my heart couldn't take that. Thank you for the Akira. At least we have a couple. We also have the dogged Chimera Quinque. Alrighty, so that actually is an Akira I want to try out because she is Awakening, and I don't really have too many blue units that do damage. So, I mean, if I don't want to use Mutsuki, I could always level up that. For right now, I am going to sell these units right here because I actually do have some pills I can buy. That's probably dark to say. I have some Viagra I can put in my Kaneki. Here we go. Oh, I actually have 20 pills to put into the half creature Kaneki right now as well. Let's go ahead and do that. Over here on Global, I've kind of been intent on the idea of... Here, can I just do 19? I've been intent on the idea of getting a half creature Kaneki to 100% and seeing what he has to offer. I'm just kind of tempted to see what he is, and I haven't really leveled him up all that much over on JP anyway, so yeah. We are going to go ahead and I suppose just go in. Yeah, I don't really have too much I can do. All right. So let's bring back some dispatches and see if we can get a half creature Kaneki or Rize level. I haven't gotten one in my entire time playing so far, so please. Actually, I think I have done the Rize quest during this war now. So that's a lie. I lied to you. But yeah. I got one stimulant. That's nice at least. And new intel tells us we can do a growth ward. We can do the Toka level. Actually, that Toka is really nice. Life at Anteku Toka is a defense debuffer, which is quite pleasant. We're actually going to go ahead and fight that because I don't really have too much else to do. Select all, dispatch. Money in this game is only used for dispatching characters. So if you do have the chance to max out your dispatching with the gold that you've grinded throughout the war, I do suggest doing it. See, I could choose a Halloween Kaneki and get double the points back from this. Or I could try and go for more SSR dispatch character. Actually, I actually kind of want to get the territory points here. I do kind of need it. Alrighty. And we are going to go ahead. Actually, we're losing that ward. That's nice, at least. Probably grind that after this. Winning that ward quite a bit because I am on Ghoul this time. And we'll go ahead and fight this Toka. She is blue, so unfortunately I don't have a counter to her. Aside from that FES Amon that just dropped, I didn't pull him. So, well, I should go with this squad. Here, I don't want Owl behind half creature Kaneki. I guess Orochi would be a good pick here. Actually, people were talking about in the last video, this Ayato here. People are talking about how he's actually really good for getting overkills on levels that are blue. So let's go ahead and test that. Oh dear. I have never grinded materials for green ghouls. I also use some of them on my Orochi. So we're going to go into this with this Ayato having 1 durability. You know, when I say that out loud, I actually feel far less confidence. We'll have him behind half creature Kaneki so we can at least swap him in and have him be a backside good time, I suppose. And behind my Juzo, I actually will toss Orochi. Insert Renji quote from BBS here. Let's go ahead and get this done. I do have Mutsuki behind Toka because Toka dies very easily. And if Toka dies, we need a buffer. Or at least a defense buffer. Now, I am very concerned because I just realized something. Half creature Kaneki and that Ayato are both very poor in terms of defense. Shit. We'll do our best. Here, I just want to get Toka's skill off as soon as possible. I'm trying to give her the skill charges here. Honestly, if I want to get skill charges, probably just go all in with one person's AP. Because they have so little durability at this point that any hits we do is actually going to get a break. Here, full turn buff. We'll get half creature Kaneki's skill here, then swap in the Ayato and get some extra good times going. Because I want to awaken him before we hit the boss fight, right? We'll do 2 hits here. Alright, Ayato. Damn it. Okay. So he does have his skill ready, but that's not quite... I have to awaken first. Yeah, that sucks. Okay. Let's go pluck these half... This is really accurate! Because it's Ayato versus Toka. That's neat. I like that. We're going to try to get the bleed off immediately because it doesn't really do too much durability damage. And you can try and get as much skill charge as possible on the Ayato here. Half creature Kaneki is going to guarantee a break. So I guess we'll swap in half creature Kaneki, go all the way in, swipe up, and shatter his best friend. Best friend? Lover? I mean, Kaneki is, or Toka is both Kaneki's best friend and lover. That's the kind of relationship they have. It's cute as hell. Let's go ahead and go all the way in with that. Swap in Ayato, buff with this Toka here. Double hit. Actually, wrong button. Double hit. Double hit. Double hit. And let's see the DPS on this Ayato skill. Actually, not bad. Like, genuinely, that's really solid. And I wish you could check how much health you have left. You know what? Bye, Toka. Nip him. Nice. Overkill? No overkill. Damn it. I need to use the Ayato for that one, unfortunately. Either way, that is a good attempt. Likely I will end up trying to grind out this Toka because she really is worth it. Attack debuff, or... I actually don't remember exactly what her skills were. That's a bad sign, isn't it? I'm gonna get a copy of her from C rank. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've accomplished the murder of my best friend. However, I mostly did it because you do get a drop of the Toka on this off of your... here. You get a free drop of the Toka off of your missions here. So I wanted to actually get the copy of her and see what her things were. Her stats were. Because I completely forget exactly what she had to offer. Let's look at this. So first and foremost, we have attack. We have defense and durability, and then a bleed time up by 2 turns, which is quite nice. We also have I'm not really feeling. Well, that's my alarm to tell me that I need to get going to karaoke. That's a bad sign. May have taken too long on this video. 29 minutes is a bit too long. Huh. I'm really not feeling this, which is 0.7 times the defense of one enemy. Actually, not too bad. You typically will have it at 100%, so we do get a break burst, which is 1.3 times your attack whenever inflicting break to a target. It's going to be quite nice, especially when you have the 0.5 times defense to one enemy. Deals attack times 0.8 to one enemy 4 times, and chances to inflict bleed for 3 turns, which is 5 turns at 10/10. Definitely worth picking up, I'd say. Blue units are not very typical. She's very similar to the Rize from before, but 0.5 times defense down versus 0.7, which I think is what the Rize caps out at, is a huge difference. That is the difference between, I don't have an example, 1 million and 700,000. Did it. But yeah, this season's definitely worth trying to get some grinding done. I would say that it's kind of the best season to do so. 20 million is kind of the goal for right now for me. It does go until the 8th of January, so I have plenty of time. And also I have no plans from here until the beginning of January. Granted, that changes on the daily because the busybody life waits for none, apparently. So, yeah. Either way, we'll be ending off for right now, and I'm going to continue doing my grinding on the go because I'm going to toss this on my phone and head out. Thank you so much for watching this video over on Tokyo Ghoul Rebirth Global. Obviously, now that Amon is out, the game's state is going to start going into overtime, going into the JP content that was released, which is going to be quite fun. And you know me. I'll see you at Shirazu. Bye for now.